Hey guys, Mana Shrimp here, and welcome back to the channel. I wanted to go through the patch notes for the new event that just dropped today for Apex Legends called the Legends Soirée event. I have the patch notes here from the Apex subreddit, and we're just going to go through them real quickly. Probably not going to read through all of it. I'm just going to read through as quickly as possible. I did have a Mirage buff idea video planned for today, but this dropped and I wanted to look at it and see what we can do with it. But keep your eye out for the Mirage buff idea. Hopefully that will come out soon. And I have a few ideas for what we can do with them, and hopefully you guys enjoy that one. But with that being said, let's just get right into this. We know that the event is about 2 weeks, and it has several different game modes, and we should be having different events every 2 days. We have the intro, we can just skip that. Limited time mode arcade. Experience a different limited time mode every 2 days, including familiar faces, favorites, and new addition. This is the prize track, and direct purchases talking about skins and everything. You can get the cosmetics and everything. And yeah, here's the game modes we have. So every 2 days we're gonna have a new game mode. Some of them are returning from before that's been done, and some are just added in just for this event. So on January 14 to 15, we have Gold Rush duos, gold weapons only with you and a friend. So they basically brought back duos, except everything in the mode is gold weapons. Even the loot crate weapons, like the Mastiff, L-Star, and the Kraber. People seem to be enjoying it so far. On January 16th to 17th, we have Live, Die, Live. Automatically spawn on living squad mates when the ring closes. So it's kind of like the Winter Express event, where every time you die, you spawn in and dive in and go back to your teammates. So that seems pretty cool as well. On January 18th and 19th, third-person mode, a classic out-of-body experience. So this is just the same game, except you're going to be playing in third person. We obviously had the Easter egg in the trading range, and that was just a setup, just a little hint for what's coming. We have this new event, which sounds pretty cool. For January 20th and the 21st, we have Always Be Closing. Keep on the move, avoiding big damage from a ring that won't slow down. So obviously, the ring just constantly comes, and you have to keep running. You have to loot fast, kill fast, do all that stuff fast. So that should be definitely a high-paced one. We'll see if that one works out, and it seems pretty cool. For January 22nd and 23rd, Armed and Dangerous on World's Edge. So we had this event back, I think it was like a month, 2 months ago, something like that. It was a few months ago, maybe, actually, that I'm thinking about it. Maybe just time flies. But yeah, we've had this one where it's just shotguns and rifles, and you have very little armor in the actual game mode, and it was a pretty big hit. People really enjoyed this. A lot of people who never used the snipers in the game ended up loving the snipers because of this game mode once they got to learn it. So I do think a lot more people are going to get to use this event and perhaps get some new weapons that they enjoy. So I'm excited. For January 24th and 25th, night game on Kings Canyon. So for those of you who don't know, Kings Canyon was the original map for this game before World's Edge came in, and it was a pretty small map, but it was okay. It lacked a little bit of content, which is why they brought out World's Edge. But they did bring it back for the Shadowfall event. That introduced a little bit to Revenant, and it was the event wasn't really as well received as some of the other events, just because of people quitting and everything. But people did enjoy going back to Kings Canyon, and so they have it again here for another limited time, and for those of you who want to play on it, can go ahead and play on it. So for January 26th to 28th, we have Dummy's Big Day. This game ain't going to test itself. So we don't actually know what this event is, or this specific one is. People have speculated it's just you are going to play as a dummy, your enemies are going to be dummy. Could it be a you versus all kind of thing? So there's still a little speculation, or people just assume it's literally a way for the devs to help you test their game for them. Something like that. So we have a lot of bug fixes. It seems like a lot of them are just for like general, like out of bounds, script errors, crashing. One of them is for fixed issue with Octane's laughing fool. Sorry about that. Skin blocking player vision when using the 1x hollow scope. Fixed an issue where players could get into unintentional hiding spots in the train tunnels and around multiple buildings on the map. Yeah, we've seen those happen where people hide inside a rock or in certain places where the map code just let people walk through and then hide, and then you couldn't shoot through it, and you could just jump out and surprise people as they ran past. So yeah, that's good. That's a good fix. Fix max where the mini map was showing an incorrect view of the landscape. Fix bug where the trajectory line wouldn't appear when trying to aim at ordnance. So I've actually had this happen to me a couple times. This is basically when you throw a grenade, it usually has a trajectory arc. You can literally see a line that will tell you where the grenade's going to land. But sometimes the line would not show up, so you just had to eyeball it and hope your grenade landed. So yeah, that's a good fix. That's definitely happened to me a couple times, and yeah, I'm glad they fixed that. Fixes for cases where the final circle was ending in a bad location. Oh, yeah, definitely. We've had those times where the location of the last thing was around a giant mountain, and the two squads couldn't get around to each other, so eventually just no one could fight, and you know, to die. It was pretty funny to see, but obviously if that happened to you when you were in the last circle, that could probably be pretty infuriating. Fix an issue with the Ghouls and Ghosts Peacekeeper skin not displaying the correct animation in-game. Fix the bug where a squad mate selects a character in Legend Select, and the legend is not displaying the skin that is currently equipped by the player. If you were in a squad, in a lobby, and you picked your characters, your teammates, whenever they picked a character, the character that they picked would display the skin that you have equipped for your characters. They wouldn't show the skins that person had. So you just automatically see what you have equipped on. Like if they picked a Pathfinder and you picked Octane, their Pathfinder skin would have the skin that your Pathfinder has equipped already. So it's just kind of like that, and it's a good simple change. Legend bug fix a bug where if anyone picks up gold shields while inside of a Gibraltar Dome shield, they'll receive 63% faster healing when they should stay at 50%. Okay, that's a pretty big bug, yeah. That 13%, probably I've heard a few people say they felt that before. Fix a couple bugs with Bloodhound passive skill. Players cannot see timers when looking at enemy tracks, clues, and tracks would expire 30 seconds sooner than expected. Okay. Fix bug where Wraith could take damage from thermite ordnance while using her tactical or ultimate abilities. Yeah, I've had this happen to me a couple times too, where I was in my queue and something knocked me down. I didn't know what it was, but I guess it was the thermite, and that makes sense. Okay. Fix visual bug for when crypto first drops into game. The drone UI reports that it is recharging as if it has been destroyed pre-drop, but progress did not complete progress. Okay. Fix for Watson Ultimate to prevent being able to deploy an interceptor pylon through walls. That's good.